皆さんこんにちは、マサです。Thanks for watching. Today I'd like to show you how to make Okomomi-Yaki. Okonomi-Yaki. What's Okonomi? Okonomi means something you prefer or something you like. And then Yaki means most of the cooking process with heat. We use this Yaki. So it's basically a Japanese pancake, and we put lots of cabbage, and then you put something you like, and use this fry pan to cook it. So it's very easy to make, and it is pretty good. それでは料理の方始めていきたいと思います。First, I'm going to show you how to make okonomiyaki batter. All you need is cake flour. I'm going to use this strainer to shift it. Just make sure it doesn't get lumpy. So. Okay, now I'm adding the fish powder. Okay, at the restaurant, we normally use Dashi. But for home cooking, you can just use this fish powder instead. It's much easier to prepare. So the cake flour and dashi powder, the fish powder, is already in. So I'm gonna add a little bit of seasonings, add some salt, a little pepper if you like. I'm gonna mix up all these dry ingredients. Now I'm adding water. Okay, just add a little bit of time. And okay, now it's a little bit of gooey, but it's okay because I'm also adding egg into it. So you don't want to get too watery here. So this is about right. What we put inside of the okonomiyaki is mostly the cabbage, so I'm gonna cut into small pieces. Okay, now I'm going to add this cabbage into the okonomiyaki batter, and also one egg. Mix it. You don't want to mix too many times. If you over mixing it, it produces lots of the gluten, and then the texture gets too hard. So make sure all the ingredients are cooperated, and that's about it. Okay, so this is okonomiyaki mixture. It's ready to cook. Turn on the stove. I'm gonna use very low heat. Just try to form a round shape as you put it in. There you go. But you don't want to press it on the surface. Go like this, because you want to have a very nice fluffy texture. So if you want to flatten out, you can sort of using a tip of a spatula to gently push it. Okay, but you don't want it to too big, because when you flip it, you have a very difficult time. Because it's okonomiyaki, you want to put whatever you like to cook with. I'm gonna put this sliced pork on the surface. This way, when you flip it, you can have very nice crispy golden brown pork. So if you want to use seafood, same thing, you can put it on the surface. Now we're just gonna wait until the underneath the okonomiyaki gets golden brown. Okay, looks like it's ready to flip. The side of the okonomiyaki is kind of firmed up. So how you flip it, if you're not really confident with this flipping motion, there's one way to do it very easily. Just prepare one lid with the handle. Make sure you shut off the stove first, and then you let this thing slide on top of the lid, just like so. There you go. And then you put this fry pan on top of it, and then flip the whole thing. There you go. Now I'm gonna remove the lid, and that's it. Very easy. And then you turn on the stove again. Okay, I think it's ready. You can touch in the center of the okonomiyaki. It's a bit of what you say, springy. It's nice and firm, but not too hard. It's just that you can see that all the mixture has been already cooked. First, I put on a cutting board, and then just like a pizza, I'm gonna cut into 6 slices. There you go. And one more cut. That's it. Nice and equal inside of the okonomiyaki. Nice and fluffy, and the pork is also nice and golden brown, a little bit crispy. Okay, now I'm going to put sauce on top of this okonomiyaki. I've got this sauce. It's called Tonkatsu sauce. We normally use this sauce to eat tonkatsu, the deep fried pork cutlet. But this sauce is also good for okonomiyaki. Okay, it's nice and thick, just good enough to cover the surface. And if you don't have this sauce, you can use say steak sauce instead, like a AI sauce or HP sauce. They're also good. The mayonnaise I'm using is Japanese mayonnaise, but whatever the mayonnaise that you have at home, you can just go ahead and use it. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of a fancy decoration. Small plastic bag. I'm going to put a little bit into this plastic bag. Make a very small hole so you can squeeze out this mayonnaise very thin. Now I'm gonna squeeze on top of this okonomiyaki. There you go. I'm gonna do one more. Nice. And then sprinkle a little bit of Aonori, which is seaweed powder, like a crumbled seaweed. You can use regular nori, use your hand to crumble up and sprinkle it. It's a different color. This is more like a greenish, but whatever you have, it's okay. You can go ahead and use it. Now here I have Katsuo, the shredded dry bonito, which we usually use for making fish stock, but it's also good for topping. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit. Okay, now we have pork okonomiyaki. Thank you very much.